Why would you deal with your problems head on? That's crazy. Oh, I didn't see you there. Just kidding, I did because I'm the one that set up the camera. Either way, hi. My name is Tati, and I think my head is too big for my body. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I've lost over 100 pounds and find a way to shoehorn it into every topic that I discuss in this channel. And if you're returning, thank you for giving me another chance to win you back. Recently, I found out someone in my outer social circle, whom I admire and respect, has been telling people that I lost weight by abusing weight loss drugs. So today I thought I might make a video about something that I'm really good at, which is how to lose friends and alienate people. Now, I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, but Tati, you're so chill, you're so cool and giving, you're basically a modern day Gandhi. How could anybody have anything negative to say about you? Well, I'm here to tell you that you don't have to be even remotely interesting in order for people to spread vicious gossip about you. The first way that you can lose friends and alienate people is by assuming that you are the most special flower. Now, what could I possibly mean by that? Assume that you are the most special one. Assume that you are the only one with a darkness that blooms within. Assume you are the only one that is as rich inside as they are dark. Assume you are the only one with struggles. Surely nobody else is struggling with their weight. Surely nobody else is struggling with disordered eating. So when somebody opens up to you about their struggles, about the way that the world treats them, about how dark they feel within, brush it off. That's just a distraction from yourself. You are the most special person. So you don't need to bother with that. You don't need to be present for your friends. You're too busy working on your goals. You don't need to be worried about what those around you are going through. Surely it'll just have a way of working itself out. There are bonus points available here if those that are opening up to you are men and you willingly ignore them despite knowing the fact that it is very difficult for men to open up about their emotions. The second way that you can lose friends and alienate people is to focus only on what serves you. If you have friendships with people where you frequently go out to eat, don't go out to eat. Just stay at home. That's not what you're focusing on right now. Your focus is on yourself. So what if that's usually the only time that you see your friends? Who cares about that? Don't suggest alternate plans. Don't ask if you can do something else instead. Just assume that they only want to go out to eat with you, and now that you're trying to lose weight, you're not going to hang out with them anymore. Don't take any interests in your friends' other hobbies. Make sure that they don't know that you're trying to do something different. Just alienate them instead. Don't disclose any information about yourself because, that doesn't really serve you. What if you fail at your goal and then everybody knows that you were trying something new? Don't show up and try to order something else if they want to go out to eat. Just don't go at all. Don't respond to the text. Who cares? Whatever. They'll definitely still be around once you're ready to be friends again. Probably. The last way that you can lose friends and alienate people is by refusing to accept accountability. If you've established many friendships with especially other women based solely on the fact that you are constantly struggling with your body and weight loss and unhealthy habits, if you've bonded with these women in that way, refuse to take any accountability over it. Refuse to try to shift the friendship. Refuse to walk away from the friendship instead of just constantly trying to force it or ignore the fact that you guys no longer have a common bond. Why would you do that? Why would you deal with your problems head on? That's crazy. Those are some of the mistakes I made in the early part of my newest weight loss journey. Luckily, I noticed these things quickly enough to be able to make fundamental changes, but I just wanted to share that advice in the hopes that it might be helpful to you. My real advice is be critical of yourself, See the way in which you're moving in these friendships. Don't be self-centered. Other people are going through other things as well, and while your disordered eating is dark and all-consuming, it doesn't really have to be, because everybody is going through something. You would be surprised how many people in your personal life have issues with food. That doesn't mean that you should talk to everybody about it, but don't assume that you're the only one going through something and think to yourself, oh, I'm so dark, no one is going to be able to relate to me if I act like myself. If a lot of your friendship dynamics are based around eating food together, suggest other things that you guys can do together instead. I've had pretty good luck with going to the movies together, going shopping together, and then going on walks together, but you have to think of other things that you can do with your friends, especially if going out to eat is like a common thing. The other thing is you just have to accept that sometimes you can't go out to eat with them, and that's okay. It really isn't something that serves you. You still are the most important person to yourself, but remember to prioritize your friendships too. Lastly, if a lot of your friendships are based on having a disrupted view of yourself and your body, or being unable to lose weight, and furthering some of the fat logic that people have around weight, just acknowledge that some of those friendships you really might not have anything else in common, and that's okay. You can let those people go, but for the most part you can just refocus your friendships. For example, I started watching some of the TV shows that some of my friends with whom I predominantly talked about my weight previously enjoyed, and we just talk about that instead. Just be open to the fact that some of your friendships may change, and regardless of how defensive you try to be in, I don't know, being somebody who reflects on themselves and their actions and tries to be a better person to those around them all around, people will still talk about you. They will still make negative assumptions. They will still gossip about you. And you can't really do anything about that. For example, to go back to the story from the beginning of this video, I never confronted the person that was spreading the rumor about me that I was like abusing weight loss drugs, because I've never in my life previously been interesting enough for people to be envious and insecure when it comes to me. So I just kind of thought it was assuming, and I kept it moving. Well, that's all I have for today. I'm going to record another video right now because I'm going to be out of town next week visiting my family in the tundra. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you hated the video, also subscribe, and make sure to leave a comment telling me that you hated it, but say it in like a sarcastic way. So say something like, oh, Tati, I loved your video and you're so cool. I'll totally know that it's sarcastic. Please leave that comment, okay? Okay, bye.